Borderlands 2 has 87 bazillion guns to collect and 39 backpack slots to carry them in. That's bullshit. Luckily, there is a way around the 39 slot limit, so eventually your backpack can look like this. This works on both PC and console versions of the game, no modding required. But it does come with a few drawbacks, so I recommend you only do this if you're close to or are already max level. After expanding your backpack, you will no longer be able to purchase items from vendors, including Seraph vendors, and you won't be able to trade items with other players without dropping them on the ground. You do not, however, lose access to Claptrap's stash, which means you can always trade over Seraph items from your other characters. All things considered, it's worth it. Here's how it works. Borderlands 2 has a built-in placeholder mechanic that allows for items to be added to your backpack even if it is already full. This is normally done by receiving an item as a mission reward. If you drop or sell any of the items in your backpack well over the limit, you won't be able to just pick them back up, but you can swap out these mission reward items with items on the ground. I like to call these extra backpack items placeholders. They hold a spot in your backpack so that they can eventually be swapped out with better items in the future. This effectively makes any mission with an item as a reward a +1 to your backpack capacity. You could, technically, farm side quests for placeholder items to increase your backpack space, but I've done it before and it's pretty terrible. Thankfully though, my friend Pond found a better way. For this method, you will need the following: a full backpack. I'd recommend you fill any empty space with an even number of class mods, relics, grenade mods, and shields as placeholders for those item types. We'll be collecting gun placeholders using this method, so it'll make looting easier down the line if you've already stocked up on other item types. You need access to the Vault of the Warrior in at least True Vault Hunter mode. We'll be using this to load it next to the Hero's Pass chest. 0 mission weapons in one playthrough, preferably your highest playthrough. This includes the Grog Nozzle. If you really can't get rid of it, it's okay to keep it, but it will slow things down a bit. 4 mission weapons available in another playthrough. You can also do with less than 4, but it will make gaining placeholder items slower. There are currently 5 side missions that grant mission weapons while they're active. Rock Paper Genocide, which is given by Marcus in Sanctuary. Medical Mystery Excommunicate, given by Doc Mercy. It's the second mission in Dr. Zed's Medical Mystery series of missions, so you'll have to complete Do No Harm before it's available. Commercial Appeal from the Torg DLC. This one's a bit of a trip. It's available from a specific Torg weapons crate in the Forge after completing Kickstart My Hiring. This unfortunately means you have to do the entire DLC up until the piston fight before it's available. The Beard Makes the Man, which you probably already have. If you don't, Claptrap gives it halfway through the Dwarven Allies mission. Finally, Clan War trailer trashing. If you've completed one of the other missions but have yet to do the Clan War series of missions, Mick's got a tinderbox for you. This is the 5th mission in Clan War and is available after Bright Lights Flying City. Once you've met these requirements, head to the Vault of the Warrior. Once you've arrived, exit back to Hero's Pass. This will set you to spawn next to the red chest. Swap to the playthrough your mission weapons are on and you're finally ready. To expand your backpack, repeat the following 4 steps in order. 1. Equip your mission weapons. 2. Swap to the playthrough without mission weapons. 3. Open the chest and pick up the guns inside until your equip slots are full. 4. Swap back to the playthrough with mission weapons. Every time you repeat these 4 steps, you add an additional 4 guns to your inventory, expanding your backpack by 4 slots. You can do this for as long as you like. However, the more items you hold in your backpack, the longer it will take for your backpack to load upon opening. Load times are pretty fair, up until about 200 backpack slots on PC, less for console. It's not a huge deal though. Experiment and see what works for you. A couple extra tips. If the playthrough you swap to in step 2 and 3 is Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, the step where you open the chest, you'll have a good chance of receiving high quality loot. This chest has really good loot, even if you don't plan on expanding your backpack. Remember that placeholder items can only be swapped out with items of the same type, meaning placeholder guns can only be swapped out for guns on the ground and placeholder grenades can only be swapped out with grenades on the ground. You can, however, swap item types by using Claptrap's secret stash. Collect a couple of the placeholder items you want on another character, deposit them in the stash, and then swap out whatever items in your inventory you don't need more of. You can't pick up skins or heads when your backpack is full, as there's no way to swap them out with an equipped item. You can still retrieve them though, but it's a bit of a pain in the ass. On PC, you can launch a second instance of Borderlands 2, set both games to LAN under network options, and join your own game to pick up the skin. On console, you can start up a split-screen game using a different account, and then trade it back to your account later. If you wish, you can also expand your bank capacity, albeit very slowly. During the mission Hunting the Firehawk, Lilith adds an echo recorder to your bank on top of whatever is currently stored in it. This happens once per playthrough. If you swap something in your inventory with the echo recorder, you add one more slot to your bank. Finally, you can use arrow keys and enter to navigate your inventory and menus faster. Period and comma swaps between tabs, too. Helps when you got a bigger bag. And there you have it. A way to increase your backpack space and finally collect all that legendary loot you've been after. Gearbox, if you're listening, please give us a way to actually collect or store our loot in Borderlands 3. Double digits really doesn't cut it. If you found this video useful, feel free to share it with anyone else that might also find it useful. If you want more Borderlands content, or maybe just more of me, you can check me out on Twitch where I do my live stream thing. Also subscribe, yada yada. Expect more YouTube videos from me in the future. Thanks for watching.